Welcome to Lesson 1, Corn Salsa. Today, we'll help children add more whole grains to their diets by teaching them how to make their own corn salsa out of corn, bell peppers, red onion, fresh cilantro, fresh lime juice, and salt and pepper. We'll serve the corn salsa with whole grain tortilla chips. Our education piece will center around what nutrients corn provides. Let's get started. Let's start with our ingredients. Using the prep list provided, check that you have frozen yellow sweet corn, bell peppers, red onion, fresh cilantro, limes for fresh lime juice, salt and pepper, and whole grain tortilla chips. If whole corn is available, set aside an ear of corn to show the students the corn in its whole form. Now let's check our equipment. First, ensure that you have a bucket of sanitizer water and a wiping cloth and food service gloves. You will also need a cutting board, a chef's knife, a garbage bowl, a 1/4 cup portion scoop, a tablespoon measure, prep bowls with lids, and a marker for labeling them. Okay, let's start prepping. After you've washed your vegetables, defrost and drain the corn and season with salt and pepper. Next, cut the bell peppers into a small dice, finely chop the red onion and cilantro, and quarter the limes. Now that all of our ingredients are prepped, let's move on to filling our prep bowls. You'll need 1 container of each of the salsa ingredients per group, plus 1 for the demo. We'll be using a 1/4 cup portion scoop to measure the corn, bell peppers, and cilantro. Be sure to use a clean portion scoop for each ingredient or wash and sanitize your portion scoop in between. We'll use a tablespoon measure to measure the onion, and we'll squeeze the lime by hand. Starting with the corn, we'll measure 2 scoops of corn per container. Next, we'll do 1 scoop of bell pepper per container. Next, a tablespoon of onion per container. Next, a 1/2 scoop of cilantro per container. And next, 2 limes per container. Now we need to cover, label, and date everything. Okay, now let's pack up our equipment. Check your equipment bin to make sure you have everything you need for the demo. You'll need a cutting board and a chef knife, mixing bowls, plastic spatulas, salad tongs, sanitary wipes, food service gloves, plastic spoons, plastic cocktail cups, napkins, the lesson plan, handouts for the students, and crayons. Okay, let's head to our demo. Okay, we're on site, getting ready to run the lesson. I'm here with Kayla, who's gonna be the teacher today. Aaron and I are gonna be her assistants. We're gonna wash our hands, we're gonna wipe down the tables and get everything set up for the kids.
Are you guys ready? Yes. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about corn, and we're going to be making a snack. It's called corn salsa, okay? But before we get into that, we're going to go over 3 really important rules, okay? So first, we need to be very quiet while I'm talking so you guys can listen, so you know how to make the snack and so you can learn. And I also want you guys to stay in your seats until you're told, okay? So first, we're going to make sure we're really quiet and listening. And then second, we're going to make sure that we stay in our seats. And third, do you guys know what the third rule would be? What do you think? We're going to remember to have fun. Yeah. So today we're going to be talking about corn, and corn is our star grain. And a lot of times we think of corn more as a vegetable than a grain, but it's also a grain too. And this is what it looks like when it grows. Have you guys seen this before? Anybody? Can you raise your hands? A couple of you, yeah. And if you actually peel these back a little bit, you can see the corn inside there. Yeah. So corn is really good for us. It's our star grain today because it has antioxidants. Can you guys say that? Antioxidants. You guys are great, yeah. So that's kind of a big word, but basically it means that it helps our bodies to fight off sickness. So they're kind of our superpowers for our body. So we're going to say corn has antioxidants, which are like superpowers to fight off sickness. So can you guys say that with me? So corn has antioxidants. Corn has antioxidants. Which are like superpowers. For fighting sickness. Yeah. Awesome job, you guys. You're already doing super. All right, so today we're going to be making corn salsa. But first you're going to watch me do it so that you know how to do it, and then you guys can make it, okay? So let's go over what we're going to use. First of all, corn. And do you guys know what these are? Can anyone raise their hands if they know what these are? These are green peppers. So you guys have seen those before. And these are onions, and these might make it our salsa smell like onions, but don't be afraid of it. It'll give us a lot of really great flavor. And then these are limes. This is also going to give us really great flavor. And then this is our cilantro, okay? So we're going to use all these ingredients and basically put it into our bowls and mix it together. But first, can I get one volunteer to help me? Let's see, how about in the pink stripes? All right, so you guys are going to watch us do it first, and then you guys are going to do it, okay? So first, we're going to put in, do you guys remember what these are? Shout it out if you remember what these are. Super smart. So you want to dump those in there for me? And this is your spatula. And if you guys have trouble getting all of it out, you can use the spatula to kind of scoop the rest of it out. And what is our star grain today? Corn. Awesome. Then we're going to do that. Perfect. Yeah. And what is this? Lemon. Lime, which is really close to lemon. So for these, we are going to actually squeeze them, but very carefully and really close to the bowl so we get all the lime juice, okay? You want to try this one, and I'll do one of them? So you're going to squeeze it really close to the bowl when you do this, okay? So that you get all the lime juice in there. Yeah, nice job. And then you can just put that back into your container. Perfect. And then our cilantro here. And the best way to do it as a team in your groups is to have one person put in each of the ingredients, okay? You might have to scoop this one out. Yeah, you want to maybe, yeah, there you go. Nice job. Perfect. So then you guys can take turns once all the ingredients are in there, stirring it all together so that everything mixes together. And then you guys have chips on your plates or on your tables also. These are the tongs here. You can use that to scoop out your chips. You can scoop this with your spatula, the salsa, into your bowls, and then use the chips to scoop it out. And you made a really awesome corn salsa. Thank you so much for helping me. You did awesome. Can we all clap since you did such a great job? Good job. And I will go around and show you guys what this looks like. So this is what it's going to look like when it's all together. And you can eat it with your chips. So basically, you just mix everything together in the bowl and make sure you give everyone a turn putting stuff in to help. Yeah. So here you guys go. And I'm going to go over one more thing before we get started here. There you go. So then also, do you guys see the sheets of paper in front of you? So that has all the ingredients we used. Do you know what this is called that tells us how to make our corn salsa? You guys can just shout it out. Recipe. So if you guys loved it today, you can go back home and get all these ingredients and make it. And then on the back here, we have our corn. And then a little activity, and it says corn has antioxidants, which are like superpowers for fighting sickness. That's right. Yeah, so you can fill in that too. So that is your recipe and your coloring activity, and now you guys can get started making it yourselves.
What's that?
I'm a really good cook.
You're a really good cook already?
And then microwave it.
Nice. Yep, stir it all. Make sure you stir it really good. Here, you can put, oops. You can put that lime in there. Yeah.
I think it was great. The kids were awesome. They were listening really well. I think they learned a lot, and I was going around. I think all of them really liked it. A lot of them tried a new food. A lot of them were familiar with corn and stuff, but maybe not green peppers or maybe not cilantro. So yeah, they really liked it.
Say it again.
Best homemade salsa I've ever made.
You are awesome. So make sure and look at the instructions. Not only do you color the corn, but you're supposed to turn it into a superhero.
I think it's really important to be excited and engaging, because if you're excited about it, the kids are going to be excited about it. And just kind of making sure they know that they can watch the demo first and then they get to do it, because sometimes they get really excited and they'll start doing it when you're doing it. And just kind of keeping the lesson engaging so that they're listening and so that they're paying attention and stuff. Hey guys, now that we're kind of almost done, we're going to make sure that all of your containers here, these go in the garbage, and then your spoons and your napkins can go in the garbage too, so just make sure you kind of clean up your area, okay? And you can remember to take these home with you too, so you guys can make it, all right? Some of them weren't really familiar with green peppers, so that was new. It's sometimes surprising, but also it's rewarding because you know that you're introducing them to new foods. Or a lot of times they were familiar with the ingredients, but they hadn't had them all together, and they're afraid of the onions, the smell, but then they try it and they're like, oh, this is actually great.
Thank you, Northern Illinois.